afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the Football Heritage. We are back again with another edition. This time around, we'll be looking at the games that played this weekend. We'll be giving you the post-match analysis to all those games that played this weekend. I have with me today, as usual, Mr. Yaya Kone, a Real Madrid and Liverpool fan. He had a bittersweet weekend. Liverpool won the Premier League, but Real Madrid lost again to Barcelona. So the first game we'll be looking at today, the Liverpool game, because they won their 20th title. They have been champion 20 times in England, and they just equal Manchester United record. They beat Tottenham Hotspur. They beat Tottenham Hotspur 5 goals to 1. They completely outplayed Tottenham. They dominated Tottenham, and they won that game 5 goals to 1. So, congratulations to Liverpool. The same way they started the season, that's how they ended the season. And nobody, no pundit, gave Liverpool the chance in this title race. When all the mainstream media pundits were giving their prediction for the Premier League title, nobody put Liverpool even second place. And now they are champions of England. So, Mr. Conner, your team Liverpool won their 20th title, their second title in 5 years. What's your take on that?
Well, I want to say thank you to you, Mr. Connor. Thank you to our follower, fan, well wisher, and even to the football world. It's a pleasure being here tonight um, to give our analysis or our view on the past matches this coming weekend. It was a complicated weekend for me. The fact of the matter, I'm a Real Madrid fan, and we lost the Kings Cup final to Barcelona, and being a sympathizer of Liverpool, Liverpool um, claimed the championship in England, which brought a lot of joy to the the Liverpool fan all around the world. But I'll just go straight to the point with with the overall view of Liverpool season. Liverpool had a very fantastic season. Um, we've seen so many criticism despite their performances, um, the brilliant results, um, the outstanding performances from mighty Liverpool. People still criticizing. People say a whole lot of stuff. People said that the wicked championship ever, which I don't get. You know, if you look at a team that was outstanding in the Champions League until um, they got eliminated by Paris Saint Germain. They dominated in the group stage of the Champions League, the same way they was doing in the Barclays Premier League. How can you underrate such a team because you feel it's Liverpool or Man City is not at the top level this season, or Arsenal kind of dropping points. They're very inconsistent. So you try to denigrate Liverpool because the other teams are not, in top form to challenge or to compete. I don't get it. I don't get it. If you say that you're a true football fan, you love the beautiful game of soccer, you got to be realistic. How can you underestimate Liverpool performance? How can you do that? If you go to from the defense, from the goalkeeper to the defense, how many goals those guys conceded in the Barclays Premier League? How many defeats have they conceded so far until they win the championship? How many goals have they scored? Mo Salah is the top scorer in the Barclays Premier League, the highest assist, and the best defense as well. And the least, two games, they lost two games total as compared to any other team in the Barclays Premier League. And you still look at them, you call them or underperform or a weak champion. I don't really get it. But I see where it comes from because you got frustrated Arsenal fans around the world who don't want to be realistic to themselves. They don't want to shift the blame on their manager. His lack of signing striker um, brought them to where they are today, but they try to divert their attention towards Liverpool's subset over the season. They're not talking about what Arteta failed to do, but they try to blame um, Liverpool. They try to divert it to different eras, saying that Liverpool winning a weak champion, they're not good enough to win the championship. I don't get it. How good can the team be before they win the championship? All right. If you talk about injury, everybody had their own, kind of injury time. Addison Becker, the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, he went out. How many times did he go out? He was there. Some of the game that the Liverpool lost or the drop points, it was during the absence of Allison. So should they be crying about it? No. Should they be crying about it? No. Because you got a team. When you said a complete team, you should be able to bring in somebody to replace or to substitute the starter. If that person is not performing, it's on you. That's why you got a chance to bring in who you think best suit for that position, and you should be able to get a substitute that when that person is absent, the next person that comes in should be able to pull out a brilliant performance. And this is what Liverpool did over the season. All right, so we got to give them that flower, no matter what they say. But the reality is there. We are seeing so many clubs. We saw Sir Alex Ferguson when he left Manchester United. The next coach that came, he couldn't keep up with that high, energy or with that high, playing level that Sir Alex Ferguson introduced over the years at Manchester United. They struggle. They struggle. We saw that. Arsenal, Arsene Wenger, when he left Arsenal as well. We're seeing the same thing. So this guy came in, a legend leaving the club, Jurgen Klopp leaving Liverpool. The perception was like, oh, this happened to Manchester United. It happened to Arsenal. It happened when Mourinho left. So they're going to struggle. Liverpool is those are some of the reasons why they people continue from the start of the league saying that Liverpool was not even going to be in the top five because of what people have seen over the past years with other clubs. But this guy came in, he was able to work with a number of players that Jurgen Klopp left at Liverpool. How many players did he bring in? How many new players? All right, this guy worked with those guys. He transformed a key. He transformed some players. He made them to be a key figure on the team, like Gravenberg. All right, Curtis Jones, Soboslai. He transformed those guys' games. He turned them to a key figure on the team, and they was able to listen to him. All right, new manager coming to the club, coming up with own ideology, and they was able to cope in the system, and they kept on going to pull up all the performances that we have seen so far this season. All right, I just don't get it why people continue to say that, but out of frustration, out of envy, because it is not Arsenal, so they should say they're not good enough. I've seen so many Arsenal fans saying that online that Liverpool is not good enough to win the Premier League. But we're not going to. I'm not here to give some of those critics credit because it's over. They already champion and they did it their own way. Also, just drop points against Crystal Palace. They say how to believe that Liverpool going to lose to Tottenham Spurs. They're going to keep going. Why will you get a kind of mindset? You saw the people from the start of the season. They pull off huge performances. They kept on going. From the time they got up to the first place, they never dropped again. They stayed there. If you want to win the Premier League, this is how you do it. This is the best way to do it. When you get up there, don't allow yourself to slip. Keep focused. Keep winning your game. You can drive some points. It's obvious because it's a long way to go. You got so many challenges. You got a lot of things that comes in, especially for the Liverpool scenario. They have so many things that could have distracted them, to make them to lose the championship. But they still kept focused. Look at the Mo Salah incident, the Van Dijk incident. Those guys were running out of contract. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Those are things that can um, draw the attention of the player and make them to lose focus, and the team performance can start changing. But they are cool. They kept themselves focused. They were never distracted by no contract talks and all those offer that were coming from different clubs. Of course, you're gonna get offer because those guys are great players. They have done so many greatness with Liverpool. So it's obvious, and they say at the top level, especially for Mo Salah and Van Dijk. It's obvious. You're gonna see people creeping in, coming on the door. They could easily, getting distracted by those, by some of those things, but they still kept that focus. So we have to give the credit that Liverpool deserve. All
All
right,
right.
they did extremely well in the season. They were just unfortunate to drop out of the Champions League and all that stuff. But I think their biggest achievement was to win the Barclays Premier League, and they did that. So congratulations to Liverpool. Whosoever that don't like what happened because it's saying that it was Arsenal time. It's not about time. It's about what you put in. All right. It shouldn't be about your time. So even next year, you sit there, somebody else come and win the Premier League. Are you going to say, "Oh, we've been fighting second place three years in succession, so we supposed to win it"? No, it don't work that way. What you put in is what you get. Preparation. All right. The manager got to be tactically prepared. He got to be ready to bring in the necessary mechanism to work with that will give him the result. But he didn't do it. And Liverpool picked their chance. And don't forget to know, those guys at the top at Liverpool, they've been together for so many years. They got so many experience. They were just unfortunate. They couldn't win more than one Premier League in the past 5 years, but they've been at the very top level. So congratulations to Liverpool. It's a well deserved championship that Liverpool won over the weekend. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to us Liverpool sympathizers as well.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Yes. Welcome, Filippo Inzaghi, just joining us, and Filippo Inzaghi. The first thing we are looking at today, we're looking at the weekend, all the games that play the weekend, the major games, and we are giving our post-match analysis. Liverpool, they have been crowned champion of England. They are the champion, and they have won the title 20 times now. So yesterday they won their 20th title, and they won it in a great fashion. They demolished Tottenham Hotspur 5 goals to 1. So Filippo Inzaghi, I just want you to be brief. What's your take on this?
Good evening to each and everyone who watching the show tonight. My greeting also go to Brother as well, and also the dynamic person. My greeting, my greeting is around you. First of all, I must congratulate Liverpool for their title 2025 Premier League. I'm very excited the way in which they play the game. Actually, they deserve to carry the league because they play from the beginning of the season and answer to the ending. They were not even they were not even playing any mistaking football. They will play well, so they deserve to carry the league. Yes, yesterday game against Tottenham. Tottenham was just mistake to score a goal yesterday because you see on their faces yesterday. Actually, they were working all everywhere to demonstrate to eliminate Tottenham because they play the game while their friends were on the field. They play everywhere. You could see the midfielder Mark Alistair, Gravesi, Sabosa, and also the two right back, Alexander Arnold and Robertson. Actually, the defense was so tight indeed. Tottenham couldn't get any football. They were just mistaken of scoring that one goal yesterday. But actually, Liverpool, when I will carry that title yesterday, I'm very happy for them. They were deserved to carry that league, and we see it from their faces. Even though they didn't go anywhere in the champion league. Actually, they have a good team because they coach first time taking a lead to carry it at a higher level. Actually, we must congratulate him for the first time coming in the league. So I'm very happy for them. Congratulations to Liverpool, and also Royal, congratulations to you, to your team.
Thank you, Vabwe. You muted.
As a Manchester United fan, I didn't want Liverpool to win the Premier League because
Why?
they have equal our record because we have won 20 titles and they have equal our record. And congratulations to Liverpool. I mean, Arne Slot, it doesn't matter whether Liverpool they have good players from the beginning of the season or not. But this is the Premier League where we have Pep Guardiola, who have been in the Premier League now for 9 years. He has coached in the Premier League for 9 seasons. That's his longest job because he didn't stay long at Barcelona or Bayern Munich. And to come to a team where you have Mikel Arteta, who have spent over 700 million on a squad, and the squad been together for 5 years plus, to just come into that league as a new coach from the Dutch league, which is a substandard league, to just walk in there, no pundit, nobody gave you a chance to win the league. Absolutely no pundit. Even the Liverpool fan, the vast majority of the Liverpool fans, they didn't give Liverpool any chance of winning the league. All the prediction was Arsenal second, Mercedes first, all the other way around, Mercedes second, Arsenal first. That was the prediction from almost all the pundits. And a lot of pundits, the higher position they gave Liverpool was third place. Some even put Liverpool fifth, sixth. And to make them to eat their own wars, I mean, congratulations to the coach. He did extremely well. Nobody, especially the transfer window, the guy only signed a single player who is not even part of the squad. He has been injured almost all season, Federico Chiesa from Juventus. And he contributed nothing. So, to just maintain the same squad that looked tired 2 seasons ago and last season, where that same squad, they were top of the table until crunch time when they bottled the league to Man City. To come and maintain that same squad, the Mo Salah, the Van Dijk, Konate, all those guys, and just win the league and score the most goals. Liverpool scored 80 goals. The closer to Liverpool and Manchester City, 66 goals. So that says a lot. And only Arsenal consider less goal than Liverpool. They consider three more goals lesser than Arsenal. So that says a lot. So Liverpool, they did extremely well. Nobody expected this. Congratulations to them. If you could tell any Liverpool fan that you're going to win the Premier League this season, they're going to say you crazy. How will Liverpool win when everybody's saying this season is Arsenal's season? And just like that, they only lost 2 games all season. And to just win the league with 4 games to go, you have 12 more points to fight for. And they have already won the Premier League with 12 points to fight for. For the past 3 or 4 seasons, this is the first time for a team to win the Premier League with 4 games to go. So they did extremely well. And yesterday game, it was just one-sided. Tottenham Hotspur, their defense is terrible. They were no match to Liverpool. And the record Liverpool get against Tottenham is impressive. They always destroy Tottenham. So yesterday, when Arsenal fan, most of them they talk like Tottenham are going to put out a surprise because they say they don't want to do the guy of honor. And if you wanted to do the guy of honor, you should have won your games. Like against Everton, against Crystal Palace, you should have won those games for you not to do the guy of honor. But Liverpool next game, I think it's Chelsea, the guy of honor will start until the last day of the Premier League. So we now move on to the next one. Real Madrid, they lost again to Barcelona. This time around, it was the Copa del Rey, which we call King's Cup final. The final of the King's Cup. In the first half, Barcelona absolutely dominated the entire first half. Real Madrid started again with Kylian Mbappe on the bench. And as I said earlier from the preview that he needed to, but it was because he was not 100% fit. But even if he was fit, he needed to put one of those guys on the bench because they both of them be walking on the pitch. And Barcelona, they score in the first half, a brilliant goal from Pedri. But Real Madrid came back in the second half with Kylian Mbappe equalized and Tchouaméni scored with 13 minutes to go. But a huge blunder from Courtois make Ferran Torres to equalize and take the game into extra time. And in the extra time, another blunder from the young Brahim Diaz allowed Jules Koundé to score the winner for Barcelona. So, Mr. Corner, you being a Real Madrid fan, Saturday, you guys lost again the third time against Barcelona. This time around in the Kings Cup final. What's your take on the game?
Well, it was just embarrassing. I said this in our pre-match analysis. I said the same thing that with the kind of level Real Madrid is playing with, the kind of football we're playing this season, we're playing terribly. It's just difficult to win against a serious-minded team like Barcelona this season. What we said, it came to reality, all right? Because we know very well Barcelona, they having their best form of recent this season. The kind of football they're playing, we haven't seen it from Barcelona for a long period of time since Ito, Ronaldinho, and since that era. They're playing a fantastic football, to be honest. It's hard to say as a Real Madrid fan, but we got to be honest around here. And we know the problem Real Madrid faced with from the start of the season. Every single game Real Madrid goes to, they struggle. Madrid struggle to play the ball around. They don't keep the ball for a long period of time, and they concede so easily. There's problem in every segment of the team. From the defense, in the midfield, in the attack. Modern football, how can you get two person walking on the pitch, not pressing? The pressing should start off from. We have said this over and over. But again, the management didn't do nothing about it. They sat down the team, received so many injuries, and then they decide to keep going like that, hoping that those guys will recover and come back and fill in the gap. It's not always going to work for you. All right. So straight to the game, it was a terrible start from Madrid. In the second half, from the start of the second half, they were able to reconsider that. They tried to put things in order to work. Game management. You was down against Barcelona. You equalized and you scored a second goal. Less than 15 minutes ago, Carlo Ancelotti, as a technical coach with the experience, I thought he could have put a system into place that you don't even have to go forward because you already lost to the guys twice. They want you convincing the two separate games on two different occasions. So this is your chance. All right. You don't have much time in the game. Just game management. If you look at that ball, that contract came out to Rodrigo. Rodrigo already had problem. He's not running much. He can't really jump higher. When Rodrigo is good, that ball can beat him. But he had problem. So why you allow those guys that are supposed to be protecting him, they like a Chomini, all of them in attack? All right, you already leading. What are you doing? That's my what I observed from the game, because that play was fast. The ball came to Yama, and he just played the ball. It was only Rodrigo and the Barcelona attacker was up there. So two different mistakes. All right, Rodrigo couldn't go up because of his injury. He had problem. He couldn't challenge the ball in the air, and he couldn't rough him. And then when the ball played, the goalkeeper right Courtois was right on the line, and he's just beating easily and play the ball in the back of the net. So that's the turning point of the game. You almost to the finish line, and then you concede at that time. It put pressure on the team that is not good enough to stand up resisting. All right. So it was clear. I said this: if Madrid are going to win, it was going to surprise me. But losing to Barcelona was not a big surprise for me. Although I'm a Real Madrid fan, it's hard to say. But we are not just at that level this season to compete. We can. It's not only Barcelona. We're not going to compete against any serial minor team this season. We saw the Arsenal game in the Champions League, the Real Sociedad game, the semi-final in the Copa del Rey. We saw that. We saw the game against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. So there are so many instances that we can count here, and they're all just the same. So Barcelona winning easily, it's not a big news with the kind of game we play, with the kind of mentality we go into game. So Madrid season is over. It's over. We couldn't really compete against him in our game. We managed to score 2 goals. There were a lot of controversial movement, but it's obvious. El Clasico will always be like that. But game management from Carlos Ancelotti, he didn't execute it well. More especially when he went up front, going to less than 15 minutes a game. You got some things. You're a manager. You're a technical manager. Put mechanism into place that they can have the ball, just sit back, because it's a final. When the whistle blow, when the game finish, you finish. Nobody gonna look at the take ball possession. More especially, this one of the opportunity for you to go with something this season. The chance of Madrid now winning laurels this season is very narrow. We might likely go trophyless because 4 points margin. You don't know what's going to happen, and you are not even at that level that you're going to say that the second leg you can win and narrow the gap, and maybe Barcelona can draw one game and you got to be at the level. Let's be realistic, because those same guys they put on the page, they're gonna do the same old thing that we've been seeing through all this season. Something needs to change. Something needs to change, and they got to do that by allowing Ancelotti to go, and then
Yeah, but
the new manager that come in.
let me just carry. There's a report that Ancelotti will leave at the
Yeah, I
end of
saw
the
that today
season.
too.
That he
Yeah,
will be the coach of Brazil in June.
right.
He
I
will
saw
not
that
even
today
coach
too.
Real Madrid for the club World Cup, and they are already talking to former Liverpool coach club.
hmm I saw that too. So it's clear, all right. It's clear there was no way Madrid could turn that game around. The players tried to do their own way, but it just didn't work. You got a very makeshift defense. You got a young kid who is trying his best over there, but Rodri, he's not match fit. Tony Rodri is not match fit. They just put him on the pitch because he's the only one available, and he's waiting to play with that condition. All right. He continued playing, but he's not fit. So Madrid season, our season is done. We had a bad season. Barcelona, congratulations to them for winning the Copa del Rey again. We got to congratulate them. This is sportsmanship. It's a well deserved win. They fought hard, going down 2-1 at that time, and then you fought hard, took again to extra time. You still managed to score a goal. So kudos to them. It's hard to say, but it is what it is. We are Real Madrid. We noted of being a champion. So if it slipped out of our hand, it kind of looks shocking to the entire world. You saw when Madrid got eliminated in the Champions League, almost everybody celebrated because this is Real Madrid. All right. When smaller teams go out of the Champions League, nobody going to brag about it. Nobody going to complain about it because it's obvious. But when the giant is leaving, everybody celebrate. So we had a bad season, but we still Real Madrid. We're still going to come back stronger than before, and we're going to bounce back next season. So it was just a terrible game plan from one of the bad games we've been playing this season. So nothing new that we saw. Um, we supported the team, but it is what it is. So congratulations to Barcelona on winning the Copa del Rey again.
Thank you very much. Filippo Izaki, Barcelona won the Copa del Rey. They have beaten Real Madrid 3 times this season. They still have one more Clasico to go in the middle of next month. So 3-2 it ended yesterday on Saturday in favor of Barcelona. What's your take on the game?
Well, I told you that game is going to end extra time from my point of view the last time because Real Madrid actually they came into the game that Barcelona have a young team. They both beat you from they beat you the first time in La Liga and also Super Cup they beat you. So the formation they brought to Barcelona yesterday 4-4-2. And you playing that 4-4-2 as that defense the defense was crowded. With all that Barcelona trying to possess in a midfield, they dominated Real Madrid from A to Z. You couldn't see Real Madrid. You couldn't see Real Madrid moving in a foyer. They were nowhere. How can you play? Continue to be when people want make mistake before you score in our attacking system. Look at you see Rodrigo was he was not doing anything in a foyer. No effort. He couldn't do anything. Vinicius was trying small. Ali, when he got ball, he was wrong. But they were just believing in that type of system, counter attack. And that one couldn't work on Barcelona. Because you see, they maybe sometimes you have to count on. You have to count on and attack Barcelona. That is supposed to be because you need a game. You needed a game yesterday. You needed a game day before yesterday. And that was the only hope we got. So be the point to score on them. But don't allow Barcelona to be the point to score on you. So that fire actually I was very disappointed in Real Madrid. But second half, when Kylian Mbappe came in, so Real Madrid had to get out there for spirit to come in. They worked and then they were able to score one goal and also they scored a second goal. You see? And as a technical coach, what my brother Jaya just said, he said Rodrigo down, he bring another defense. So he just take it easy on the game now. Because Barcelona player they were tired. You see Pedri tired, Dijon was tired, so they try to bring the young player. And I'm mistaken from the goalkeeper too. Rodrigo, the two of them, that was a mistake. And second, in an extra time, you have to relax yourself and play the ball. Because everybody tired. You can play 90 minutes at the same time, go for 30 minutes. Only 3 people can play that game. That game now, you have to take it slow until your proper penalty. No, anybody can win that game. But that to show that actually you do something. You see? But you sit down there, that mistake keep on, that Mayfield, I don't know what happened. You see? So Barcelona, they made Barcelona big in the season. So congratulations to Barcelona for winning that game. But Real Madrid still have hope.
Thank you very much, Filippo Izaki.
In La Liga, they can try to change the table. If they can beat that game, any mistake from Barcelona now, so they can tap the table. I believe that they still get hope. So thank you for Barcelona. Congrats to them.
No, Real Madrid hanging on the thread. If they depending, I can see Real Madrid beating Barcelona this season. It's not happening. And I mean, they came on Saturday. Barcelona.
Anything can happen.
I agree. Anything can happen in football, but it will be a shock to me. I can't see it happening because the way Barcelona, the way they are playing right now is incredible. If you look at the team, Frankie de Jong, he has returned as a starter, and and the understanding between Frankie de Jong and Pedri, it is phenomenal. Those two guys, the way they control the game, the way they can control the game from the middle of the park. As I said during the preview, that Real Madrid should not allow Pedri to dictate the game, because that kid is the one who can dictate the play for Barcelona in the middle of the park. He is the one. He is the man. Now, the Barcelona of Xavi, Iniesta, Sergio Busquets, Pedri is playing like a Xavi in this new Barcelona team. Pedri is playing a Xavi. Pedri is the one that can control the game. So, as I said, man, Pedri, marking all of the game. People used to do that old fashion.
Yeah.
People used to man coaches. Mourinho, I've seen Mourinho.
Yeah.
Did it before Man United again. Chelsea sent Endo Herrera to man Eden Hazard. So tell you got to man mark somebody. Focusing daily 2010. AC Milan and Manchester United in the Champions League for Jason Park to man Andre Pirlo, because Pirlo was the danger man. So the Barcelona team, they made we know they get a brilliant attack. Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and what's his name? Robert Lewandowski, even though he was injured, he didn't play. But that's a brilliant attack. But where the supply can come from, who can dictate the play? That's Pedri. If you call Pedri, if you take Pedri all of the game going to be difficult for Barcelona. But Real Madrid, we have seen it this season, time and time again this season. Every game they play Barcelona this season, Barcelona will completely dominate the game. Every game Barcelona can dominate Real Madrid. And it's not only Barcelona. If you watch Madrid game this season, I watched a lot of Madrid game this season. Even Madrid playing the team like 20 plays, ball position going to be like 45-55 or 50-50. They have been awful. Madrid have been awful all season. And Ancelotti, he had no answer. This is the reason why Real Madrid will let him go in peace. Now he's on his way to coach the Brazilian national team. And Madrid, they have to sign players, particularly for the middle. Because if they don't sign good midfielder, they're going to suffer next season. They have to. And I know they will, because they have the money and they don't joke. Whenever they lose, they can come back stronger. That's Real Madrid. They have the financial power.
They say they just ballon.
No, but they have to, because the middle, they don't have people in the midfield to dictate the play. They don't have somebody there that replace Toni Kroos. They don't have anybody. Look at Madrid. The guy is almost 40 years old. He doesn't have the legs anymore to dictate the play. So you have two persons to replace. Look at Madrid and Toni Kroos. So they have to. If they don't, they're going to suffer. Because you can have all the attack in the world. You can have the Vinicius Jr., you can have the Rodrigo, you can have the Kylian Mbappe. But as long as the midfield is not good and the defense is not good, because they need a new number 3. If you are depending on Ferland Mendy, this is a guy who is always injured and he's not even good enough to be a left full back for Real Madrid. So they need a new left full back, they need center defender, and they also need 2 midfielders to replace Toni Kroos and Luka Modric. So until they can do that, I don't see them doing anything. And as for the title race, I think, in my opinion, it's over. I can see this Real Madrid team beating Barcelona in a retailer at the Camp Nou. I don't see it happening. Because it's a 4-point lead. They have to beat Barcelona and hope that Barcelona will not win all their games, and they should win all their games. It's going to be a difficult task to undertake. So I don't think Madrid going to win any meaningful trophy this season. They are done. They already lost to Arsenal heavily 5-1 on aggregate in the Champions League. That was a shameful performance for Real Madrid against Arsenal, and they lost the Super Cup to Barcelona 5-2. Then they lost the Copa del Rey final 3-2. So as for La Liga, I don't see them winning it. I think Barcelona will win La Liga. So we now move on to the race for Champions League spot in the Premier League, because right now, let me put on the table, because next season 5 teams from first place to 5th place in the Premier League will be competing in next season Champions League. And as you can see right now, the table: Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle 3rd place with 62 points, and Manchester City 61 points, Chelsea 60, and Nottingham Forest 60, Aston Villa 57. So we have 17 competing for the next 5 positions, because Liverpool and Arsenal, they will be in the Champions League. Liverpool is the champion and Arsenal will finish 2nd. So Newcastle, they are the most informed team among the rest of the group. They are 3rd place. And Manchester City 4th place, Chelsea 1 point behind City, and Nottingham Forest and Chelsea same point. Nottingham Forest have a game in hand. The rest of them play 34 games. Nottingham Forest 33. So, and Newcastle won this weekend, but we are looking at their last 4 fixture. For Chelsea have Liverpool at home. They have Manchester United at home, but they have Newcastle away. They also have Nottingham Forest away. Two of the teams that they are fighting for top 5 position, they're playing it away. So, and if we look at the Newcastle fixture, they have Brighton away, they have Arsenal, they have Everton home, and they have Chelsea at home. And if we look at Manchester City fixture, Man City, they have Wolves at home, Southampton away, and they have Crystal Palace away and Bournemouth at home. So, what's your take on the top 5 battle, Mr. Connie? Looking at all the team last 4 games to go.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to really predict who is going to beat up there, because if you look at Chelsea, Chelsea is in a very tough position to qualify for the Champions League next season. The fact of the matter, they got so many complicated matches to play. You got to play Liverpool that we just mentioned. I know for sure Liverpool is not just going to sit and allow other games to go their way because they're already champion. Remember, those guys always play for a record.
And
Chelsea,
I just want, and I'll continue off. You can remember 2014, 13-14 season,
right,
when Manchester City won the Premier League. Liverpool
right.
were top of the table when they played Chelsea.
Yeah,
Chelsea
have
was
nothing
struggling.
to
They
prove.
had nothing to fight for, and they beat Liverpool. So I think
Right.
Liverpool will be thinking
So,
to get a revenge.
so it's a vengeance time. It's time to revenge. I'm speaking from that perspective, and that makes it very complicated for Chelsea. And the overall, you got 4 good teams that are fighting for 3 spots. That makes it more complicated. You got Man City. Nobody is safe right now. Man City, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, Newcastle. None of them is see, you can't even rule Aston Villa out because
They
let's say
just
it's
3 point behind Chelsea, so you can rule
right.
them out.
So you can't rule them out because there's still 4 more games to go. So my best shot, my prediction for the next 3 spot would be um, Man City, um, Newcastle, Chelsea. It's going to be tough, but I think they're going to fight hard at the end of the day because that's the only thing they got to fight for right now to get a spot. So my prediction go with Man City, Newcastle, and Chelsea.
Fedebo Izaki. So we are looking at the top 5 battle. The battle for next season Champions League. Newcastle currently sit third place. Man City fourth, Chelsea fifth. Nottingham Forest with a game in hand, same point as Chelsea, sixth place. So, what's your take? You think we're going to finish in the top 5?
From my point of view, that I think Man City, Nottingham Forest, and Newcastle.
Come again?
I say from my point of view,
Nottingham Forest tier,
Man City there,
Man City tier,
Nottingham Forest, and Newcastle.
Nottingham Forest, Newcastle. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, it's very, 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 very difficult because I think City get an easier fixture among all the teams. City and Forest. If Forest can win their game in hand, then they will get a little bit advantage again. So if they win their game in hand, the next 4 games, they need to win 3 and draw 1. It doesn't matter what happened in the other people fixture, they will qualify. So, but for Chelsea, I think they have to win all their games. And it's going to be very difficult because the 2 of those 4 games against teams that are fighting for the top 5, and you'll be playing it away. And we all know the crowd, especially Nottingham Forest away, Newcastle away. Beating Harley win on those grounds. We all know that away at St. James's Park and Forest. Forest defeated Manchester City on that ground. They drew a Liverpool, they drew a Arsenal. So it's not a small place to go to. It's not a small ground to go to. It will be a very hard game. And they will be playing at Nottingham Forest the last day of the season, probably. Anybody win, you qualify. That's going to be like a final. Because
It's like a final match.
the last day of the season will be Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea.
Anyway,
So
it takes long time to go for Champions League.
Yeah, so it's going to be hard, but I have to do my prediction too. And I think Man City, because they have the easier fixture, I think they will finish third place in the Premier League race. And I'm tipping Forest. I think with Chris Wood back, Forest going to finish 4th place.
Yes.
And Newcastle will occupy the last position. And 6th place will be Aston Villa. Chelsea will finish 7th place in the Premier League table. That's my prediction for the end of the season because I can't see Chelsea getting any win now until the end of the season. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing getting any win because this Chelsea team, they don't have good goalkeeper, they don't have a good defense, and they don't have a good attack. And they have spent over 1.5 billion on a squad. But yet, they don't have defense, they don't have goalkeeper, they don't have striker. So how can you explain that? Why Chelsea didn't buy Victor Osimhen with all the money they spent? Why? They didn't spend 65 million on Osimhen. They rely on Jackson. Can Jackson take you far? 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 Can The guy who can make 10 goals before he score one. It's not possible.
Their
And he's a
their transfer title was just poor.
yeah,
They go for players that other people decide to go for. That's what messing up.
and he's the only reliable because in Kuku, I mean, he has been terrible. In Kuku Sani was a waste.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy playing.
So and the other teams, the other three teams, they are already being relegated. The teams that are supposed to be relegated, they have already been relegated. So and we have the Champions League game tomorrow and Wednesday. So May week will be here to talk about the Champions League first leg, Arsenal versus the PSG, and Barcelona versus Inter Milan on Wednesday. So before we go, Mr. Connor, what's your parting comment?
Well, my parting comments go straight to the champion, the new champion of England, Martin Liverpool. I'm super proud of them. They fought so hard this season. We got to commend the coach. He did extremely job. Where he took those guys from. The Liverpool team that he took over was like a done team. Like the team was already tired. They couldn't prove nothing much. Like the team needed to be reshuffled. But he came and worked with those guys. He did a tremendous work. Um, they was outstanding through all the season. We saw them in different competition. We saw them competing from every angle. But they was unfortunate to go through in the Champions League, and then they decide to throw that weight behind the back of the Premier League, and which it did. They felt that it was the most important laurels for the season, and they did it the right way. So congratulations to them. I know the celebration is going to continue. This is a good thing about it. I know Arsenal fans are going to like it. They've been trying by all means to avoid the God of honor, and none is happening because they got 4 more games to go. You got to perform the God of honor every single teams that they go to till the end of the season. Chelsea is going to be part of that. Arsenal is going to be part of that, and that make Liverpool fans so. It brings a lot of joy to them to see somebody who continue to say the worst about you, um, to question you winning the championship. Now they're going to perform the God of honor. So how about that? All right, this is the exciting part for from the Liverpool standpoint. So kudos to Alan Slot, the first time in the league and winning the league. A lot of managers don't like that. He break a record. He what he did. We've seen so many good managers that go to the back of the Premier League and they got to go 1 or 2 seasons before they kind of win the Premier League. So we got to give this guy a lot of credit. He did extremely well with the pressure that he worked on. This is a team that was managed by somebody who Liverpool regard as one of their legend coach, Jurgen Klopp, taking over from this man, stepping in a big shoe, and he fought hard. He did the job the right way, and congratulations to them again. We're going to continue congratulating Liverpool to the end of the season. 4 more games to go. More celebration. It just made Liverpool celebration so long because every game they go to is a celebration game for them. So um, my parting comment go directly to them. Congratulations to Liverpool. We commend you guys for what you did this season. And I want to say thank you to Vabwe, thank you to you, Musa Konen, for being here tonight. It was a pleasure being with you guys. Thank you, and you guys have a great night. See you May week.
Thank you very much. And Philip Inzaghi, what's your parting comment, my brother? Philip Inzaghi, AC Milan, you're informed.
Not exactly. Thank you very much. My party comment go to Manchester United. And I really praying for them for them to carry this Europa League because their target now is in the Europa League because for it being a long time they are not playing the Champions League. I think to 3 to 4 years we are not been seeing them in the Champions League.
Nope. Last season, Manchester United lost in the group stage. They were in the Champions League
Okay,
because of Onana. Man United dropped from the group stage. Only this
okay,
season,
okay.
since Ferguson took since
So,
Man United started winning the Premier League title 92-93 season, they have not
yeah,
spent a consecutive season without playing
yeah.
Champions League football. It has
And
never happened.
also, I really want to see them back to that form in 2000, 1999 to 2008, 2009, 2011. I really want to see them in a rare church like the way they used to do before. So their only obstacle now is Atlantico Bilbao. Whenever they progress to to the final, I believe that they can make a progress of winning that trophy. So I really want for them to do that for me, really Manchester United fan. Even though I'm not a 100% Manchester United fan, but also sympathizing for them to carry the Europa League. So England can able to carry 6 club team in the Champions League at next season 2026. That will make me happy and everything. So I really want to see them doing that one. Also, thank Brother Yaya and also thank Musa for keeping us here tonight. And also those who watching the show tonight, I'm very grateful to them. Keep on subscribing. Inshallah, we will see in a weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No, May week, not weekend. Wednesday we'll be here to talk about the Champions League semi-final first leg. Thank you very much, Filippo Inzaki, for coming. And
Okay.
if you are not yet subscribed, you can please go on YouTube. We are on YouTube. The link is in the description. Please go and subscribe to the Football Heritage. And you can also tell a friend will tell a friend to subscribe because of you, we are here and you are the one that can make the platform to be a bigger platform. And we are here. Anyone, if you want to be part of the Football Heritage, you want to come here to have your say, you want to come here to give your opinion, you are welcome. And the link is always in the description. You can click on the link, you can come on, or you can contact any of us. You can contact Vabwe, who is in Canada, Montreal. You can contact Mr. Yaya Kone, or you can contact me if you want to come out to have your say. This platform is open for any football fan. Vabwe is a AC Milan fan. I'm a Manchester United fan, and Brother Yaya is a Real Madrid / Liverpool fan. So, especially, I want to prioritize. If you are a Barcelona fan or Arsenal fan, I want to prioritize a Barcelona or Arsenal fan to come on. You can come here and have your say. This is where we come to share ideas. Everything will not be about politics and gossip. Every platform will not be about politics. Every platform will not be about getting into people's personal life. Cheche pole, as the Liberian people say. Everything will not be about that. So, yeah, we talk about sport, particularly football, to come here and give us your opinion. We can do pre-match analysis. We can also do the post-match analysis. So, everyone is welcome. This platform is for everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we come to the end of this show. But we will be back on Wednesday to discuss the Champions League first leg, the semi-final first leg. On Tuesday, Mate Gunners, Arsenal, they want to win their first Champions League title as they take on PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, a team also that want to win their first title. And they have spent a lot of money since the Arab people took over Paris Saint-Germain a few years ago. And on Wednesday, Barcelona, 5-time champion Barcelona will take on 3-time champions Inter Milan in the semi-final first leg. and I will be back right after that Barcelona and PSG game to give you our post-match analysis on those games. So, thank you very much. And for those that will listen later, we want to appreciate you. Thank you for being part of this platform, because those that listen, those that watch the show, it is because of you we are here. So, thank you very much for listening, and we'll be back on Wednesday. It will be 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and 3 p.m. West Coast Time, 10 p.m. Liberian Time. So, thank you very much. You guys can have a pleasant day, or you can have a pleasant evening. You can have a pleasant night, or you can have a good day, no matter where you are in the world, because some part of the world is in the morning, some part of the world is in the night, in the afternoon, in the evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, peace. I'm all here.